Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Alex Hardacre of Livonia Franklin Baseball. How's it going, bud?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I know the season's just right around the corner. How excited are you?
I'm very stoked. Really, I'm really ready to see like what the team has to offer. We did lose a few key guys, but I think we also added a few key guys though. So I'm ready to see what it takes us.
So remind everybody what position you play and all
So I am a starting pitcher. I can come in relief if needed. I'm also a right fielder for Franklin. During summer, I'm a pitcher only.
that. Okay. So what's it like to just, pitch and play in the outfield?
It's very fun. Like baseball in general, I've played my whole life. It's always just like intriguing, like really. Just like the thoughts that go through during pitching, like, can I throw this pitch to this hitter? Where should I throw this pitch? In the outfield, you're really just on your own. Like you have communication with the other outfielders, obviously, but really it's just you're on your own and you just got to know what to do with the footsteps and the hip mobility and all that. But it's fun. It's always fun no matter what.
Yeah. What's it just like to go out there and play for, a program that's had a lot of success over the years?
Very good. The coaching staff, especially, has really taught me how to be the player I am today. They helped me through a lot. It's a great organization too.
Yeah. So, and then just kind of talk about like how this team's kind of really, getting ready for for league play and all that fun stuff.
Really, we so during the fall we had a few workouts. Once we can get outside when we needed to. Um, we went inside a lot, and during the winter we had baseball 3 times a week, which would be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Um, 2 times a week we would throw, and then 1 time a week we would hit. Now it's every day of the week. We're just getting ready. We have our first game actually next week. We have a scrimmage lined up Wednesday against Heartland, and then the first game's Crestwood on Thursday.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting because I know that two teams that are really, really good are playing each other
Yes.
between Franklin and Heartland, and I know that both teams know each other pretty well.
Yes.
What's that like?
So we did play them in the KLAA semifinals my sophomore year, so that would be 2021 ish.
Yeah.
And that was a very hard fought battle. We only lost by I want to say 2 or 3 runs. They're a very good hitting team. We know that they're very solid on defense, but they've also lost key players too, so that motivates us, knowing that we have got some key players and um, that like what we can do with them.
What's your favorite pitch to throw?
Um, to get me like a strike, say like a 2-0 count, I like a good two seam, but if I need an off speed, I like the slider the most.
Okay. Pitch that you've improved on the most this offseason?
Definitely my changeup. I'd probably say last year my changeup I'd use 2 or 3 times a game. I think this year I'll use it about once or twice a batter.
Okay. Um, what's like, what do you do? How do you mentally get ready to pitch a game? I've always wondered because pitchers are always
Yeah, yeah. So what I do, I get right out of class. I get a pregame meal. Last year, me and one of my buddies would just go get something to eat. Usually like a pizza from Hungry Howie's because that's pretty close and pretty cheap.
nice.
Um, but then I just throw in my AirPods and I do my routine and just have the music going. Really,
Yeah. Um, but what's the biggest thing you're looking forward to this year?
um, I'm I'm looking forward for us to repeat city and district champions, and I'm extremely looking forward to get to that regionals and win it this year.
Yeah. Um, so you're a senior, you've been a part of this program for a long time. What's it just like to be, just a part of this and be part of something, it's been with you your entire life?
Yeah, coming in as a freshman, having that COVID year really messed up things, but sophomore year with the bounce back, I think really helped us as like a program. It brought us closer, I think, honestly. Um, I mean, it just the whole organization in general is just a family. Like we all treat each other like family, so it's really cool to have like what I would call my brothers.
Yeah. You already have your future all locked up too.
I do.
So kind of talk about where you're going after this year.
So after this year, hopefully after winning states, I am going to continue my career at Alma College for the next 4 years. I'm going to see where it takes me. Really glad I committed there.
Yeah, it's and it's also a pretty familiar place for you know a lot of people that you've played with and a lot of people in your area that have gone to.
Yes, that's true. The coaches expressed that he loves our program.
So and finally, just like what's the biggest thing that you want? Like, I know the biggest thing you want to do is, you know, you already have set goals. You want to win a state championship and all that. But what would be like, like take it like the first few weeks? What do you want to see out of yourself to help your team kind of get it done?
Out of myself, I really just want to see like me getting like back into the groove pretty easily.
Yeah.
And I had like a slow start, really. I want to try to get to mid-season form pretty early in the year, so about 2 or 3 weeks in, I want to try that the most.
Okay. Let's get to know you a little bit, Alex. How about
That sounds good.
that? Okay. Do you have any baseball superstitions?
No, I did have one last year where before pregame, I did not take batting practice one time, and I went 2 for 3. So now I just do a little tee work and I call it a day.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is anyone as superstitious as Kevin is?
No, Kevin will forever be the most superstitious person you'll know.
Okay. All right. If you want to go back to why that is, go back to the interview we did back, I think in December with Kevin.
Yeah. The whole home run with the sitting in the same spot. That was great.
Yeah, that was. Um, biggest pet peeve.
Biggest pet peeve. Um, Really like say you're eating like a bowl of mac and cheese and you have a fork and your fork scrapes against the teeth. I cannot stand that. It's horrible.
Okay. Um, restaurant that you refuse to go to.
Refuse. Oh. Hmm. That's a good one. I'm not a big Red Lobster guy. They have very good biscuits, but other than that, I'm not a huge fan.
No, not either.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not. Um, are you watching more streaming shows or are you watching more YouTube?
Definitely YouTube. Definitely YouTube.
Okay. This is where, and actually, this is where this video will go. Yeah. Let's see. What kind of YouTube videos do you watch? Do you watch like, do you just watch like things to get better at baseball or something, or is it just other things?
Yeah, so definitely like after practice, like if I felt like I was off that day, I'll look back and like see like I'll go back to see like Justin Verlander or Max Scherzer's mechanics, and I'll definitely look at them. But really like if I'm just sitting there, I'll be watching like video games, like people playing with them. And then like I watch some chiropractic videos at night. Those are very very soothing to sleep to.
Yeah. And then what is something people do not know about you?
There's something people do not know about me. Wow. Um, a lot of people might have forgot it, but in the 6th grade, near the end of the year, I did break my arm. Right in the middle of baseball season. It was not
Nice.
great.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we want to. No, let's not relive that day.
Not at all.
All right. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season, bud.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on as well.